During the opening montage of this program, Lexus King, in whatever the fuck kind of beard that was driving really, really fast on the Florida streets and was quoted as saying, "Let's not forget, being a little bit of a loose cannon pays off." Do you get it? Because he's a son of Brian Pillman, the loose cannon. Oh, Shawn Michaels, you haven't been this on the nose with something since the late 90s. I'm John Renton with my review, WWE NXT Roadblock. End of the line, 2024. Okay, it was Roadblock 2024. Had to say that. Shout out to Derb if he happens to be watching this. Hope you're doing well, Chris, aka the Derbinator, my best friend, my brother for life. Yeah, this show was a viewer request. I was asked to review this, and boy, did I find out why very early on. That being said, a few positives. No, this is not a return to form for me reviewing NXT weekly. And I have my reasons, mainly just burnout, and there were a few particular parts on this show that reminded me why I have not watched this show weekly in a while. I see some clips, haven't watched a full episode really since the last premium live event they did. Maybe I'll watch Stand and Deliver, I'm Yours. I don't know if I'll watch that or not. So, yeah, Lexus King, I don't know who told him that beard was a good idea. Really, really bad shit. And yeah, being a loose cannon pays off. Yeah, we get it. We know. Your father was way more charismatic than you will ever be. So, Vic and Booker are by the Asylum cage, and I don't know why they do the upside-down flip-de-doo-dah shit for Joe Gacy's intro. I don't get it. I also don't get why he's a face. I don't mind Joe Gacy. I don't think he's a bad worker. And I think he can move pretty well, and I don't think he's a bad promo. But I haven't really cared for much of anything that he's been doing. They got away from the schism stuff at least, since two of the members are gone and off to greener asters. I think that's how that phrase goes. Dijak, straight out of whatever Sin City cosplay deal they're doing. I mean, I don't know why he's a combination of Sin City and Masahiro Chono, and why he is allowed to deliver justice and has an office or a room where he can just beat the shit out of people, but whatever. Wrestling, I guess. Asylum cage match, or an asylum match. I thought they left this with Dean Ambrose and Mitch the Plant. Weapons are in the cage and hanging over the cage, like, a fire extinguisher, a door, a covered table, and a few things, including a box that says, "Do not open." Dijak can work, and again, I said that Joe Gacy is not that bad. I've dropped the Joe Wayne Gacy thing, because you know why. He seems like a pretty good guy. So, the do not open box, Dijak opens it, and a boxing glove pops out, spring-loaded, and hits him in the groin. Spring-loaded glove comes out of a box, isn't over, by the way, and hits him in the groin. This is stupid and everything wrong with modern wrestling. If I'm going to knock what other companies do, this is bullshit. I'm sorry, this is dumb. This is really dumb. And it didn't get any less dumb. Dijak hit a hell of a moonsault off the top of the cage. Very impressive. I was afraid that Joe Gacy's face was just going to explode because that looked really bad. And then there was a table with a smile on it and then tape over the eyes. This is just like that bullshit no DQ match they had with all the figurines or Legos or whatever the hell it was on the table. And feast your eyes for a second time. 1, 2, 3. Pure garbage. Pure unadulterated garbage. Between two guys that I actually don't mind watching in the ring, but this was dog shit. And I have seen enough of the feud as far as clips and everything to know that this is a terrible feud. This is just 100% terrible, and proof that even if you have two talents, it can't work if the feud's shit. So, the Italians are backstage, including whoever the blonde is. I've kept up very minimally on some of this stuff, and there's a guy named Luca Cristiano, or Cristino, whatever. He's going to be the underboob or something. He's going to be the right-hand man, the red right man, doon, doon. So, Fallon Henley is talking to, I think that's Riley Osborne. The last time I remember seeing him, he was asking Thea Hale out on a date. Wrestling. And Blair Davenport apparently, wants a match with Fallon Henley. The human death mask is what she is. I cannot stand to look at her. I don't know what it is. Something about her just looks otherworldly. So anyway, Lyra and Tatum are backstage. Boy, Tatum sure loves tickling herself with Lyra's feather. That's a euphemism. Let's just go with it. And she'll do anything to be champion. She'll rip the souls out of people like we're Evil Dead 2013. Dear God, I never want to think of that again. And she's just going to devour the other women. Maybe that was just what I wanted to hear her say. But Tatum has been embracing this crazy character. And then Steiner and Corbin took on Duke and Andre Chase of Chase University. No, please stop with the Chase University stuff. It was dumb to begin with. It has never been good to me. And it's an NXT tag title match. And yeah, we had Thea there and we had JC. I don't know who the other woman is with JC. I think they said it once a few weeks ago and I didn't care. JC looks great. Wish they were doing more with her since she's actually talented in the ring. But end of days, not deep six Vic. You should know your moves here. Vic's pretty smart. And a spear. 1, 2, 3. Steiner was holding his shoulder, so I hope he's just selling it. I hope he's not actually hurt. And Thea's acting all mad and whatever. Can we just get a good character arc where it's not shit for people? So, Kelly Kincaid is with Mello. He's got 4 armed guards. See how they run, see how they run. They aren't going to be able to run. They aren't going to be able to do anything because they look goofy. He's going to take down Tony D tonight. No, he isn't. Sean Spears beat Uriah Connors in less time than it took me to pronounce those names. And he says he's going to make Ridge's Rage come out. That's hard to say. Is Sean Spears a heel? Is Ridge Holland a heel? Do I care? No. That's nothing against him personally. Sean Spears seems happy. Good for him. Briggs tries to talk some sense into Jensen. Jensen is facing Obafemi next week. Pretty much one of the few bright spots. Obafemi was not on this show, and I was very disappointed because he's about one of the only reasons I tune in, besides a match I'll talk about here in just a second. Though Jensen got so fired up, he wants to be the NXT North American Champion. Whatever. Where can I get the, wrestling just isn't the same without Terry Bam Bam Gordy's shirt that Jensen was wearing? Because that's a good shirt. Dijak apparently says, he's a dead man walking and you're lying to him. A Briggs versus Dijak feud. I don't think I want to be signed up for that. I think I want Dijak to do something substantial. So Kelly's with Elias, talking about Mello versus Tony D, #1 contenders match tonight, and Lyra and Tatum against Asuka and Kairi. Women's Tag Team Championship match. There is a whole lot of oh hell yeah in this match. Tatum still has a ways to go in the ring, but has dived into this character quite a bit, and it's helped, I think, juice her up. Her and Lyra, they worked well here. There were a few awkward spots. Asuka and Kairi are very good. There was a very interesting exchange between Kairi and Tatum. I've seen movies start that way. It kind of reminded me part of Blue is the Warmest Color, with more clothing and about the same amount of moaning. Hopefully a better director. I'm going to get away from this because it's really, really awkward. If you know anything about that movie, you know what I'm talking about. So then we cut to Thea yelling at, I think she said she was fighting Kiana James. The camera cuts were so quick, and even though I like Kiana and I think Thea has potential, I don't like cutting to stuff backstage. It reminds me of the NWO cuts in WCW, as opposed to the NWO cuts in New Japan. So anyway, Lyra tries to calm Tatum down. No, don't get DQ'd. I need to calm you down. Calm her down by, I don't know, handing her the feather and having her tickle Kairi with the feather. What am I on about? Kairi landed badly. I hope she didn't get rocked. And then the Northern Lights for 2. There was a leg drop off the top for 2. Tatum then got double teamed by Asuka and Kairi. When will it be my turn, goddammit? And 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then Roxanne Perez shows up and attacks Lyra and busts her arm and tries to penta her arm right there. Zero Perezzo? Why is Roxanne snapping and being heelish? I've been asking this question for a few months now. I don't quite get it. Whatever, she's all fired up. because Lyra is more charismatic. Look, Roxanne is at least is trying to show a bit of an edge here. We thought we knew her. Whatever. Okay, there was a lot of boos here. Instant stretcher job. Paramedics must have said, shit, we probably should be aware here. Like, just in case somebody snaps somebody's arm. And oh, lo and behold, are you psychic? And then Fallon Henley took on the human death mask and beat her pretty quickly when Sol Ruca returned. And maybe she's been back recently. I mean, I know Sol Ruca was on a couple NXT house shows. I love watching Sol Ruca. I love watching her wrestle also. But she attacked Blair while the referee was distracted, and Fallon Henley got the victory. A Fallon-Sol duo. I would love to see that in the ring. And only there. Now, Fallon has a good look, and I'm happy Sol Ruca's back. I could really give two shits about Blair Davenport. So she can work, but I just do not care about her personally. Like, as far as charisma, she has none. And the more Chase University stuff. I'd listen to JC, but that's another story. And Thea's all fired up. Can't get JC to team with her. Gigi wants a match with Ariana Grace. Ava's like, she'll run away from you. And then Ariana shows up. If I win this... Excuse me. Sorry, this gimmick, this stipulation coming up is such bullshit that I couldn't help but have some issues and have some allergies. If I win, I get to teach you how to act like a lady. Good God, we're bringing Lacey Evans back. Please, no. I don't get Ariana Grace's gimmick, and I don't want to get it. It's not good. So, Gulak's group is, the No Quarter Catch Crew. Can we come up with names that aren't stupid? Charlie Dempsey is a Heritage Cup champion. You know, that cup that has meant precisely shit except for the 5 people that really appreciate it. If you like it, that's fine. I don't like the British round stuff. I don't think it translates well. So, something about a tag tournament that I assume Gulak and Damon Kemp are going to be involved in. Here's Regal to a big pop. Welcome back. That's your son. That's your son. And Regal says, you know, I hope you'll defend that cup with honor and everything because it represents people that came before me and I appreciate it and everything and all that. And then Charlie says, I'll defend this cup better than you ever could. P5FOFOM, I'll be watching. Meta-4 is backstage with Noam Dar acting like he's in a coma. I would rather be in a coma than praise Meta-4, and that is nothing against... Well, Lash has a good look, Jamara Jackson has a good look, and... Oba... What the fuck is his name? Oro and the Blind Forest, that's what I fucking called him. Oro Menzies, is that it? I actually genuinely can't remember what the fuck the name is. Anyway, Meta-4 is a dumb group. It's just stupid. Especially since they can't understand a fucking thing that Noam Dar says. Robert Stone is upset at Lexus King. He insulted him as a man and as a father. I did not know Robert Stone had kids. Good for him. And Vaughn wants to be in his corner, but he's like, no, I have to face him as a man. Okay. We're still doing this Robert Stone Von Wagner stuff that's going nowhere. Lyra's arm is apparently fucked, I guess. Maybe we'll get a medical update. I don't know. Roxanne versus a one-armed Lyra? Okay. I mean, I guess we're going to go stand deliver. Maybe. Mello then took on Tony D in a contenders match. The guards are all out there with Mello, and who was the heel here? I genuinely was asking. I guess Tony was faced by default. His arm got targeted. I wrote Trick runs in when. Later, Trick's music hits. Tony D takes the advantage, hitting the weird twisty, I don't know what the fuck it is, Fisherman Buster. 1, 2, 3. And then Tony D says, forgive that little stunt I pulled, but here's a gift for you. And it actually was Trick Williams. He runs in, the guards keeping an eye on the thing. This is a really shiny screen. Oh, God, oh, no, our boy is being attacked over here. We must get him. And then let's just attack one at a time because we are reasonable guards. And that's it. That's it right there. Trick getting big reactions. Trick Williams has to beat Mello at Stand Deliver. Mainly because I think they're going to have Trick go after Ilya and possibly beat him for the NXT title. And Mello needs to be called up. There isn't anything else for Mello to do besides this feud. That being said, that's your NXT review for the month. Stand Deliver, maybe, possibly. They got to do something about NXT as a weekly product. Treat it more seriously. and they got to change up the commentary. Get Vic a partner that isn't an idiot. I try not to pay too much attention to Booker, but nevertheless, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Rickland. I'll see you soon.